Just want to welcome everybody to the Hilltop, and is everybody ready to take our neighborhoods back? Everybody ready? Neighborhoods, neighborhoods, neighborhoods. Hilltop USA, I can't forget that. So I just wanted to say welcome everybody. Back at the beginning of the year when Mayor Ginther hit the ground running, he said his focus would be neighborhoods, 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 and he's really stuck to his word. I mean, this is an indication, this department, the Department of Neighborhoods, is an indication that he really means what he says, and we are going to take our neighborhoods back, but I think we need to all remember that we have to work together. It can't just be the city doing everything. It has to be all of us together, working together. And I can just say that every day, I'm pretty much working with the different departments every single day I've been doing this for 20 years, trying to taking that neighborhood back for 20 years. Well, 1 year short of 20 years. But I can say this, I know, I look around this room, I see everybody I know. It's almost like family. And I'm just happy that we are all going to work together to make this city a better place to live. And I'm glad that we're having focus on the Hilltop. And we're just going to continue to work together as a team. And like I know Shannon for many years, Mayor Ginther for many years, all of us have worked together. I look out and I see we've worked with so many people. And it's almost like one big family. And our city, as large as it is like a family. And we just have to continue this and work together to make our community the best. We only have this one life, and we have to all work together. And I want to introduce Shannon Harden, our city councilman. I love you, Shannon.
Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I certainly want to thank Mayor Ginther and his administration for, as Ms. Lisa said, for continuing to double down on his commitment to neighborhoods and communities. Today, we are here for an exciting announcement, and I stand with my colleague, Councilmember Michael Cinziano, and on behalf of all of my colleagues on Columbus City Council who are standing shoulder to shoulder with Mayor Ginther, but with all of you to continue to move our neighborhoods forward. Welcome to Westgate on this glorious day, a day that we continue to extend ourselves into the neighborhoods to talk and learn from you. This Monday, Council will transfer $2.2 million in funding to our newest department, the Department of Neighborhoods. This department will consolidate and strengthen neighborhood pride, the neighborhood liaisons, the Community Relations Commission, and the 311 Call Center programs and departments into one cohesive unit with one goal: to listen, learn, and grow from the communities. There will be 37 full-time and 2 part-time employees working diligently to serve each and every community around the city. When our residents have an issue, they will know where to go, whether it's refuse collection, snow removal, community improvements, or any other concern. There is now a regular department with cabinet-level representation working on your behalf for the benefit of the entire community. Location, location, location. One of the things that we're most excited about this department is that it will be housed in the community. It will be will be physically housed in the community, providing easy access to residents. Once again, I want to thank you for allowing me to serve as a conduit to represent and present your ideas, passions, and desires as we all work together to make Columbus a great place. And I want to thank you again for being here.
Well, welcome everyone. It's always wonderful to be up in Hilltop USA. I share Councilmember Harden's excitement for this initiative and really compliment the neighborhood mayor and his cabinet for their leadership, really looking at how can we improve services for all our residents. And this is a wonderful initiative, and both Councilmember Harden, myself, and my colleagues do stand shoulder to shoulder in support of this initiative, continue to work with all of our neighborhoods, and continue to move our city forward. So thank you, Mayor. Thank you to the department and all the wonderful staff, and we look forward to continuing to work together. Thank you.
So what are our top 3 priorities? Neighborhoods, neighborhoods, and neighborhoods. And so I am thrilled to be back in this great shelter house. I feel like we ought to be serving beans and passing out cornbread in this shelter house in a couple weeks. Feels a little weird being in here without being at the Bean Festival, but excited to be back here in this beautiful facility in one of Columbus's greatest neighborhoods. You know, I'm excited and want to thank a couple of folks as we get started here. We are thrilled to have great partners at council and wouldn't be at this point without Chairman Harden and Chairman Stenziano working with us along the way. Pam O'Grady, Director Nikki Brandon, and Director Amy DeLong have all been instrumental in putting forward this new department. And I got to make special mention of an outstanding leader and director of our Community Relations Commission. Derek Anderson has done a phenomenal job in that role and has committed to help this new department move forward in serving this community in better ways than we ever have before. So thank you, Director. In my years on City Council, I was able to see firsthand that overall Columbus was a well-run city. When I became mayor, I wanted to make it even better. I had heard from constituents that neighborhoods wanted and needed more attention, but the solution couldn't be just to throw in additional resources. We needed to restructure the resources we had been given, that you had given to us, to make them more efficient. And so, you know, what excites me so much about this new department, you know, we made up and under the leadership of many great folks at the city, a one-stop shop to get building permits and for folks that want to access our city departments for licensure and so forth. I thought to myself, if we can make a one-stop shop for builders and developers, we certainly can make a one-stop shop for the people we work for and the constituents of this city. So with the help of our great city council, I created the Department of Neighborhoods. You know, we have done so much work to get us to where we are today. I mentioned Director Anderson's commitment and leadership in getting us to where we are. And now under the newly formed Department of Neighborhoods, the Community Relations Commission, our neighborhood liaisons, our 311 call center, and Neighborhood Pride are all together in one department. That one-stop shop we talked about. So it's going to be a gateway to government services. But I've been very clear with the director I'm going to introduce you to in just a moment that this department is also going to help the city become more accountable, more transparent, and making sure we're holding all of the departments accountable for being responsive and inclusive to the community that we represent. So it is with great excitement that I get to introduce to you our new director of the Department of Neighborhoods, Carla Williams-Scott. Carla has a long history of public service, from serving the City of Columbus as Deputy Director of the Community Relations Commission to serving Franklin County as Assistant Director at Franklin County Economic Development and Planning, former Deputy Director of the Department of Development, where I worked very closely with her when I chaired the Development Committee. I think the commissioners will forgive me at some point, not yet, for stealing you from the county. But they also know neighborhoods are a top priority at the county as well, and wanted to make sure they were sending the very best to work on the front lines with our neighborhoods throughout our great city. Throughout her years of service, she has nurtured relationships with so many of our residents. She has her finger on the pulse of Columbus. I also needed someone in this position who could speak her mind, share her opinions, and hold us as a city accountable. And if you know Carla, you know I have the right woman for the job. Carla was an obvious choice, and we are absolutely thrilled that she will be taking us as a city to new heights in better serving the neighborhoods and the community that we're here to serve. Please welcome the new director of the Department of Neighborhoods, Carla Williams-Scott.
Wow. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming out. Mayor Ginther, Councilmember Harden, Councilmember Stenziano, I'm extremely honored to serve as the first director for the Neighborhood Department under this administration. Thank you, Mayor Ginther and members of council, for having the vision, bringing together community relations, neighborhood services, neighborhood pride, and the 311 call center all under one umbrella, to give life to your vision, and it is the embodiment of your belief that neighborhoods are the lifeblood of America's Opportunity City. This consolidation of these city services will allow us to have a more seamless delivery for residents for the City of Columbus. The Neighborhood Department will allow each of these units to collaborate better to serve our communities efficiently, effectively, and with minimal duplication of efforts. I believe wholeheartedly that effective neighborhood engagement and collaboration between public, private, and nonprofit sectors are the engine that drive thriving neighborhoods. I am most excited to lead this effort, as it affords me an opportunity to match my leadership skills with my passion for serving the residents of this city. As director of this new department, it will be my mission to make sure that each neighborhood has the services and resources that it needs to grow and prosper. My team and I will work in collaboration within and between neighborhoods. Mayor Ginther, thank you again for giving me this opportunity to serve the people and the neighborhoods on your behalf. I promise you I will work hard to implement your vision. Thank you.
And if you didn't know, now you know why Carla Williams-Scott is leading us forward to deliver high-quality residence to people, to families and neighborhoods throughout this great city. And we are very fortunate to have her. Now, the wonderful and amazing voice of Marion Franklin is going to come forward and close us out, Mr. Robert Pattinson.
Good evening. My name is Robert Pattinson, and I'm the president of the Marion Franklin Civic Association. And when I was asked to do this, I was overwhelmed. Because, like I told Carla when I first came in, I know a whole lot of people for the city gets tired of me because I cause them. I cause them so much. Some of the receptionists know my voice. And when I heard that Carla was going to be on top, I said, Lord, Mayor Ginther, he said what he was going to do, and he has did it. Like I told him when he first became mayor, he's the second best thing ever hit Columbus. Mayor Coleman was the first. I have to be honest. But Mayor Ginther,
Good company.
that's right. He's going to be there. All y'all have to do is have patience because he have ideas, and and he's showing you now. If you work with him, where his ideas will go, because with him getting Carla to do this, you can't ask for nobody better. Amen. You couldn't ask for no one better. Because I can tell you for myself, when I first started as the president of Marion Franklin, I met her. We had discussions, but everything worked out. They didn't like my ideas, but they came around, and we worked together. And when you work together and you come together, everything worked beautiful. And I know she's going to do a beautiful job. I thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us this afternoon. Now let's get to work.